And I probably said something to the effect of, if somebody doesn't go to Mar-a-Lago to check into their spa for the pedophilia issues, I think it rubbed certain people the wrong way. That was the reason I believe that they came out to my house. They didn't officially give me a reason, but obviously there was another incident that happened here in Florida with DeSantis just about a week prior to their visit, where, obviously I got out in front of DeSantis when he was giving a live news conference, and he was giving an update on Alligator Alcatraz. And
Yeah.
at that point he was giving an update on Hulk Hogan, who
Yes.
had just passed
Yeah,
away.
get it right. He was
Yes.
talking about the Hulkster
He was
instead
talking
of
about the Hulk.
Alligator
Yes.
Alcatraz. Ron
And
DeSantis' two favorite things in life are Hulk Hogan and sending people to concentration camps in the Everglades. He's got really
what sums
admirable
it up.
and interesting hobbies.
Yeah, and I was listening to him, and we were probably 2 to 3 minutes into his delivery, and honestly, I was gonna wait. And at that point, I just lost complete interest, so I kind of changed the subject, and I just asked him, I said, Ron, Alligator Alcatraz, is that your fucking legacy? And I said some other choice words as well.
Yeah, you were the guy. So for people watching that or listening that don't know the story, you were the guy that went semi-viral. I mean, you went kind of wild for a little bit, where you went and confronted him, and people were sharing this clip of you calling him a fucking fascist and a fucking Nazi. Do you defend pedophiles?
Yeah.
I will try to, get this clip up into the show if we can.
Venue, and they would play it on like a really big screen. And so like the first few WrestleManias, I think, were like that. And I remember WrestleMania 3. Hey, what's up? Hey, stop. Get out of here. 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 So you used to have the...
People really took to that, because there's a huge contingency of people, particularly in Florida where we are, that feel the same way, that feel like this is insane. This man's priorities are completely contrary to what we should be focused on in this state. So if we're just talking about Florida, for example, home prices are through the roof, and there's another major issue with insurance coverage here in Florida, not to mention there's, property taxes have gone through the roof throughout the state. We have all these issues going on. This fucker is droning on about Hulk Hogan and then has his pet project of, quote, $450 million being invested in this concentration camp in the middle of the Everglades, boasting about, you're surrounded by pythons and alligators if you try to get out and all this bullshit. It's fucking grotesque. I mean, the man he's a grotesquerie. He's laughable. He's a clown. He's a little man in fucking lifts. And he wants people to take him seriously. He's droning on, and he was called out. And there's a lot of people like myself that back you and advocate for what you're saying, because it's the truth. He's allied himself with Trump. I'm not suggesting that DeSantis himself is involved in that, but he's allied with the GOP, guardians of pedophiles. And at the top of that is the president. The president knows what he did, when he did it, and who he did it with. And this is a cover-up. The whole goddamn thing is a cover-up.